Just wanted to let you all know that I do have my very own Ninjago Discord server. That's a great way to communicate with myself and many others. We host a bunch of very fun events over there, so if you are interested, the link can be found at the top of the description. Hey guys, my name is Overlord X, and welcome back to a brand new ranking and collaboration video right here on the channel. Today we're going to be ranking every single Ninjago finale as of this current point in time. But before we move on to that, let's introduce you all to my friend here, Brix.
Hello everybody, I'm Brix. I do Ninjago theory videos, rankings and edits, so be sure to check me out. I am also trying to get to 100 subscribers as soon as I can, so if you like my content, please subscribe.
And yeah, today we've teamed up to rank every single Ninjago finale so far. Before we get started, this is of course just strictly our own opinion. Please do feel free to leave your own lists down below in the comments. Also, although it may not make much sense, we've also included the pilot and Day of the Departed on this list, just so that we have absolutely everything on the list. With all of this out of the way, let's get started. Coming in at the very bottom of the list is Prime Empire, and let me start off by saying that this is not a necessarily bad finale whatsoever. In fact, I do still like it quite a bit, but with that being said, it's just a bit too rushed for my liking. It would have worked much better if it was in 2 episodes, that way I wouldn't have been quite as rushed, but just as it is, yeah, it does feel way too rushed. There's way too much going on in just 11 minutes, and yeah, that's where this finale really fell apart, unfortunately.
Next on our list, we have the Day of the Departed finale. This finale had some important stuff, like Cole getting through the rift and becoming human again, and of course we must not forget about him unlocking his RX powers. But this finale was not as good as most of the others, that's why it's so low on the list.
And yeah, here is the pilots next. I know it doesn't make much sense for them to even be here, but yeah, here we go. The pilots were in no means bad, they were still very, very good, and they did have a nice conclusion, and I really did enjoy it. It's just that unfortunately there was some other finales that were just a lot better than these. And yeah, that's really all I have to say for the pilots. Very solid stuff overall though, I'd say.
Next we have the Season 11 finale. And while it was cool to see multiple fights, like the fight with the dragon and the fight in the palace, Zane turned good again way too quickly. The whole finale was rushed and I didn't like it very much.
Sons of Garmadon is up next, and if this was on the list of the most unique finales, then it'd definitely be up at the top, but after rewatching this finale, I do find it to be slightly overrated when I consider absolutely everything here. That being said, I think it's still extremely unique and has some very fantastic moments. But all things considered, it just doesn't hold up all that well when compared to some other finales on this list.
Next on our list is the Season 2 finale, and if this would have been my own list, this finale would be much higher. It features this epic fight between Overlord and Lloyd. Lloyd unlocked his true potential and became the ultimate spinjitzu master and defeated the Overlord. At the end, Garmadon was finally free of the Great Devourer Venom, and this was such an epic finale.
The Season 1 finale, such a classic. This one will always have a very special place in my heart, as well it was one of the very first episodes of Ninjago I ever watched. And so I'm probably a little biased here, but even aside from all of that, it just is a very good finale, and also it's very, very nostalgic to me. I love the action in this episode, I love Kai's speech, and I just love how all hope is lost, but then a few fruit-coloured ninja manage to form a plan and take the massive Great Devourer down, with a little help from Lord Garmadon, of course. So yeah, this is just such a classic, it's great to rewatch, and yeah, it definitely deserved this particular spot on our list.
Going forward, we have Season 3 finale. And while the fight itself was not that entertaining, it was Zayn's sacrifice that put this finale high on the list. Zayn sacrificed himself to defeat the Overlord, and he even got his funeral at the end. This finale was very emotional, and that's what makes it so awesome.
Tournament of Elements is another fabulous one in my opinion. Some scenes I'll agree are kind of meh, but the good ones are really good. And we 100% got some of the best scenes of the entire series packed into this one episode alone, and I just think that's really, really cool. Some of the best include Garmadon's sacrifice, Lloyd's flashback, Chen's demise, and the very final scene. I absolutely just love all of those scenes. Definitely some very good ones. And yeah, this finale was definitely very great.
At number 5, we have the Possession finale. This finale was stretched into 2 episodes with 22-minute format, so it was definitely not rushed. The fight itself was very entertaining, and we even got some memorable scenes like Lloyd visiting his father in the Cursed Realm and becoming the sensei in training, and of course Nia unlocking her true potential and defeating the Preeminent. I really liked the crossover with Chima, and overall this finale was amazing.
Next is Hands of Time, and I do have to say that the finale is one of the only good things to come from this season, if we're being honest. I loved the whole idea of them going back in time, and I'm so satisfied with the fact that it actually didn't feel really confusing, which is a huge plus. Usually time travel is always ridiculously confusing, but yeah, luckily it really wasn't here. Definitely a fantastic conclusion to a pretty forgettable season, and yeah, leads perfectly into Season 8 and everything else to come, so yeah, not really any complaints there.
Next on our list is the Season 13 finale. The fight between Cole and the Skull Sorcerer was amazing. Cole unlocked his Spinjitzu burst, destroyed the Green Skull, and defeated the Skull Sorcerer. Overall, this finale was amazing.
Say what you will about this one, but in my eyes, Hunted's finale is incredible. You have a phenomenal fight with Garmadon, Lloyd, and Wu. You have the other ninja just doing their own thing off to the side, and the best part about this finale is the fact that, well, it's just pure action. My favourite. Now, I will admit that the Stone Colossus did get dragged out a bit too long in this episode, but I didn't mind that as much as some other people did. Overall, a very amazing finale to a very amazing Ninjago season.
And our number 1 is the Skybound finale. When we started doing this collab, we immediately agreed that this finale is the best. Ninja had this epic fight with Nadakan, who was almost invincible, and Nia almost died at the end, but Jay's brilliant last wish saved her. That finale was just incredible.
So yeah, with all of this finally being said, we have reached the end of today's video. Me and Storm Brix really do hope you all enjoy this one. If you're interested in checking out his channel, his link will be at the top of the description. You should definitely go and check him out. He's a really nice guy with some great content. So yeah, as always, if you did end up enjoying today's video, please make sure you drop a like on it. If you're interested in going that extra mile to help support the channel, then make sure you also subscribe to the channel and consider turning on post notifications. That way you'll never miss out on a future video from me. With all of this finally being said, I will see you all in my next one.